Hey folks, just wanted to show you a little retro nostalgia here. Watching Stranger Things, the main character this year was listening to a Walkman, and I thought, why not take out my Walkman and see how it performs. So this is a Sony WM-FX451, you can see there. It's an auto reverse with 20 station presets, and it's all plastic design, made sometime around the late 90s in Malaysia. Takes two AA batteries. I have a couple of rechargeables in here. Nickel metal hydride, it works fine. And auto reverse. It opens up like this. The head is on this side. There's the tape. I'm not sure how good this mechanism is, but it's fairly reliable. Everything works pretty great still till today, 20 years later. We'll have a look inside there. You can see the head. It's the auto reverse head, and there's a switch here that lets you switch. You can see there it's going one way, and if I do this it flips to the other way, and there's a mode here to make it stop after it does one side, and then a side AB, or you can have it loop indefinitely and you can rewind and fast forward. That's basically it. Let's put this thing back in here. Unfortunately, I want to get in there and maybe lube up a few components and check some things out, but this thing is built by snapping the halves together with plastic tabs. So you have to get a spudger into this seam and kind of pry the half cases of the clamshell here open. As well, here inside there are 3 spots where you can put a tool and it'll push the tabs out. I don't think I want to start doing that because it still plays fine, although it does have some issues when it gets to the end of tape, automatically reversing, because I think it's just needs to be lubricated. But I don't want to get into the problem of maybe breaking off some tabs at this point, so I'm not going to fix it yet, but I might do so in a future video. This particular model, and Sony in general, is very good at releasing old instruction manuals as well as service manuals. So this Walkman, even though it's 20 years old, there are instruction and service manuals available online, even to this day, which explain exactly how to open it, clean it up, service it if there are any issues. So that's great on Sony. You know, they really did a good job with this. Just a little more about this model. It has some basic normal and limiting on the volume control for automatic gain adjustments, so you don't deafen yourself. Some settings here for your tape type, and also for FM radio reception, volume control, and a standard headphone jack out. This was a clip design, and there is really not much else here. Oh, there's a DC input, 3 volts. I'm just relying on the batteries. And your 20 station presets are due to the fact that there are 3 FM bands and 1 AM. You can set up to 5 right here presets for FM 1, 2, and 3, and then you have your AM 5 presets there. Other than that, there are a few more models that are similar. They have essentially a mega bass button here, and it says mega bass. And in fact, they use the same display, because depending on how I angle this thing, you can see inside the display here, it will say mega bass. See, if I hold it just right like that, it's hard to see, but it says mega bass on the display, and that is here. I'll zoom in. See? Right there. It says mega bass in the corner. So they use the same LCD. They just didn't bother to include the feature in this. I don't know if it's actually containing the chips and the circuitry that actually will still let you do mega bass, and they just left out the buttons, or if it's not there and they just are using one standard LCD screen for this, for all of their models, just so they don't have to make more variations of it. But yeah, there you have it. Just the retro flashback to the Walkman days. If you happen to have a Walkman and you're still using it, please let me know in the comments, and you know, let me know what you think if you're nostalgic and once in a while still play with it. If not, you know, what's replaced it? Are you using basically your phone, MP3 player? What is your portable audio source today? So there you have it, a quick look at the Sony, and in the future, if I decide to get in here and actually open it up to lube up some of the components and check out the belt, I'll make a video of that as well. But for now, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this look back at Walkman history.